Sometimes we lack motivation because of the pain or discomfort associated with success. We forget that there's a pain associated with coasting in mediocrity as well. It's just that we've gotten comfortable with what feels familiar. If there's going to be pain either way, we might as well choose the pain most likely to help us maximize our potential. We have to be aware of when our comfortability is no longer healthy and starts regressing into stagnation. Periodically check in with yourself. So, just testing out a little something out. One of the things I was wrestling with was there's nothing wrong with being comfortable to an extent, right? So there's not this expectation that you spend your whole life putting yourself in uncomfortable situations just for the sake of in essence, what I'm saying is there are times where maximizing your potential is actually putting yourself in places of comfort, right? There's time for vacation. There's time to relax. There's time to be at rest. There's time to have a hiatus, right? There's times where you're working out, and then there's times for you to stretch, So what I didn't want anybody to get an idea of was that I'm saying, that at all times to be in an uncomfortable situation. That would be a very I can imagine that would not be an enjoyable life, so to speak. But what I am saying is that sometimes that comfortability gets to a place where it's unhealthy. Growth isn't healthy. Growth is no longer happening. Stagnation is happening, and is causing some types of growth. But now it's growth that you can't even control, right? It's unhealthy growth sometimes that happens when waters are stagnant, for example. So just wanted to bring some clarity on that, and then also periodically check in with yourself. I wanted to kind of go a little bit deeper into that, because what I was trying to say there is that when it comes to getting out of our comfort zone, or when it comes to trying to move from being unmotivated to motivated, I think part of it is an awareness challenge, right? It's hard to all of a sudden get your drive back if you're unaware that you've even lost your drive. And so I think that there are things that sometimes we have to put in place that force us to be just in tune with where we currently are. That might be something as simple as, putting on a calendar, or just having some type of regular rhythm of checking in with yourself, asking yourself some questions, maybe once a week, just saying to yourself like, hey, how did I do this past week? How am I doing? How am I feeling? Am I feeling like I'm in a slump? Do I feel like I'm actually actively pursuing good things in my life, or what have you? Do I feel like I'm actively maximizing the opportunities that I'm presented with? And those opportunities don't necessarily need to be some grandiose opportunities. They could just be opportunities around the house, opportunities at your current job, right? It doesn't have to be some brand new thing. It can be the things that are right there in front of you every single day. But are you making the most of it? So wanted to share a little bit of that today. Average is failure.